Hey y'all, it's Lindsey, and I thought I would bring you along with me today for a what I eat in a day on low carb / keto. I filmed my first cup of coffee, but I have had a second one since. I used some half and half in both cups of coffee, so I have indeed broken my fast. I am not practicing intermittent fasting at this time, but I would really like to work my way back into IF because I noticed just a lot of benefits that weren't necessarily scale related or physical change related. I noticed a lot more positive changes with my mind and the need to have snacks and not have snacks versus like what kind of mindless activity I was doing watching TV and that sort of thing. So I would like to work my way back into that. And like I said, I've already busted through 50 calories for today with having those 2 cups of coffee with cream, with half and half in them. So we're just gonna start where we are and move forward. And I also have been feeling very bloated lately, and my weight has been bouncing around between about 150 to about 153, give or take. So in that 4-pound range, I've been bouncing around, but my clothes have been feeling really tight and I've been feeling very bloated, and I know there's something wonky happening for me, and I need to just rein it in. I do. So I think I know the reason why I feel so much more bloated and more just like soft. And that is for the past 6 weeks or so, we have just had illness cycling through our home. We've had basic colds, we've had ear infections, pneumonia, flu for multiple kids, and just kind of like this cycle of just illness. And we have a membership to the YMCA here in our town. Oh dear. With that membership comes what's the matter, Lulu? So with that membership comes Child Watch, and they will watch your kids for, I think it's 90 minutes at a time. And I love to utilize that. But with everything going on in our family, specifically with having the colds and the flus and the pneumonias and other communicable diseases, we have decided to not do that because we know that the moment that we spread anything to somebody, 3 weeks later, it's gonna wind up right back in our house and the cycle will continue. I'm gonna go manage this human. I'll be right back. Knowing that, I am that parent who does not choose to put kids, I mean, if they have a sniffle or a cough that sounds more like an allergy related cough or a sinuses related cough, I don't go overboard. But generally speaking, I prefer to contain any illnesses we have so we don't wind up with them again 3 weeks later or a month later or what have you. So I haven't been going to the YMCA here lately, and I love to do their Pilates class. They have a strength and conditioning class that literally kills me every time I do it. I enjoy that a lot, but whenever you are being mama the nurse, you have to stay home and take care of those things. And I am not one who can who just like can separate my brain out well enough to say, okay, I can get exercise done now. Because every time that I do that, I have a tiny human who comes up to me and demands all of the attention, regardless of which tiny human it is. They all require all the attention anytime that I'm trying to do something for me specifically, such as workout. And in this house, we don't have a basement or an upstairs. We are all, it's a single story ranch, and we just don't have the same kind of setup that we once had, and that does make it difficult. Before in Wisconsin, we could send the girls downstairs to the basement and I could work out in the living room, or I could go work out in the basement and they could be up in their rooms, or it was just a different layout. And at this point in time, I have not figured out the best solution other than just like trying to exercise whenever they're at quiet time. And even then, I still get at least 7 interruptions in about 45 minutes. So it's just not my season of life to be effective and consistent with at-home workouts, which is why I love the YMCA. Like I said, I haven't been able to go here lately very much. at all. What else? I just haven't been super vigilant with stopping eating after dinner. You know, with Jared being home so much more, it really is an easy habit to slip back into, having snacks at night whenever we're sitting down and watching our shows. So having him home, it's fantastic. And we just need to practice new habits and make our old habits more difficult to fall into, and better habits much more easy and automatic. So it's a process. So I have a 2-egg omelet, if it would focus. There it is, that I cooked in my super large skillet. Therefore, it looks really big, but it is a very thin omelet. And then I just did a little bit of this pepper jack cheese and some of my ever-present homemade mayonnaise and my fan favorite Cholula. Also, it's 11:40-ish, and I am starving. Like, I have been super hungry for about the past 2 hours, but I've tried to push it off, because honestly, like, I have a sufficient amount of stored energy, aka fat, on my body. Therefore, I can just use that. I'm gonna go eat this food, and I will come back to you when I have something more to say. Hey, all right, it is almost 1:15. Big girls are at quiet time situated. Toddler is at quiet time semi-situated. I'm sure I'm gonna have to pop in there a few more times between now and the end of quiet time for her to be able to actually take a much needed nap. I am ready for my personal quiet time. I've got some coffee here. There's like a weird, like a bird sitting there on my neighbor's fence, and I'm not, it hasn't moved in a really long time, and I'm a little bit concerned for it. Irrelevant. Stay focused, Lindsay. Okay, so I have a cup of decaf coffee here. I put in probably about 3 tablespoons of half and half. My morning coffees, they had less than 2 tablespoons each of not heavy cream. Wow, half and half. Oh my word. I've said a lot of words today to a lot of people, and I'm struggling to put the things together from my brain to my mouth. It's a struggle right now. That baby is not falling asleep. Oh, she wants her milk. I'll be back. Okay, toddler has her cup of milk. Let it be known she does not want to drink the milk. She just wants to have it beside her bed in the off chance that she might want to take a sip of milk at some point during her nap time. Toddlers. I'm gonna go drink this. I am going to sort out what we're gonna have for dinner and then just carry on. I'll see you whenever I have something even more to say. Alrighty. It's only been about an hour and a half since I last checked in, but I'm gonna have another coffee here, and I put a little bit of half and half in there. It is kind of dreary outside. It's hard to tell, but it is dreary out there. So just having some more coffee and just reading my books. Okay, it is almost 6 o'clock, dinner time, and I've got it all dished out here. So this is just some colorful peppers, chopped up, sliced up, whatever you want to call it, an onion, and then for Jared and I, we have some scrambled egg mixed in, and the girls are having theirs on rice. Simple dinner. You can take that, baby. And just very flavorful, but super easy. And it's all in one skillet, so winning. All right, end of the evening, and we have some, it's kind of like a caramel pudding type caramel cream pudding thing that I'm working on anyway. And I sprinkled a little bit of this fleur de sel on there, and gonna have this for dessert and call it a night. All right, I really appreciate you coming along with me today on this What I Eat in a Day on Keto. And if you are so inclined to see more content like this, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. I'll see you in the next video.